Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me? Is the sound coming through? Yes, incredible. All right, can we get some BGM? Nice. Let's turn it down a bit. Right. So I love the idea of going on YouTube. You search for copyright-free playlists. And then when you post the VOD, it ends up getting copyright claimed. That's actually perfect. That's exactly what I want to happen every single time. So we'll give something new a look today. How to create an AI Vtuber from scratch. For this, we're going to use TypeScript. Technically, you could write in Python, any language you want, but the idea is really to see how it works behind the hood, right? Hello, Rune. What's up? And we're gonna use JavaScript. It could be written in C, though I think you may get into issues with either libraries or stuff like this. My philosophy on this is going to be at least to try and not use any, if possible, any libraries, because one of the issues I've come into contact with the waifu v2 is issues related to external dependencies, right? You had to install some weird stuff in order to make the long-term memory work, and that caused issues for a lot of people. So that's not something I want to happen again. So if I can do something in-house, that's going to be done in-house, right? That's going to be the philosophy for this. We're not going to try and reinvent the LLM, right? I don't think anybody wants to do that. So we're gonna use the typical libraries for OpenAI, stuff like this, right? But yep. Hello everyone. Okay, so the challenge today is going to not leak anything, which is going to be something. If I don't end up like $30,000 in debt, it would be a good stream, right? So for now, I just tested a good little what's it called? Extension, which is called the cloak, which allows you, in theory, to hide any .env files, anything that could be sensitive. And of course, it doesn't work, right? So that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to see. So yeah, we're going to be on edge today. All right. So let's get the notepad. Can I get the notepad? Yes, I can. All right. So, what do we want to do, right? I think it's clear we want to have a better overview of things before going into details, right? So what we need is an LLM, right? I think that's clear. Then we want ATTS, and on top of that, maybe handle user input. All right. I can't write. My bad. Can we zoom? That's way better. All right. If we can do that, we can do basically anything, right? And of course, we are gonna need a character. But that's pretty self-explanatory, I think. So there are multiple ways of doing it. How to take handle user input. I've seen I think it was Smokey, do it using event-based events, right? So as soon as you receive a message from Twitch, you're going to either enter this message or add it to a queue. I think the most straightforward way of doing it would be to have a main loop, like you would have in a game. Why is Hilda frozen? Is she okay? Apparently she's not. Okay, fine. By the way, you can't talk to Hilda right now, but you can by redeeming, right? So, it should work. If and only if she was actually loaded. My bad. Give it a minute. Okay, so we're gonna go with a main loop. And the main loop basically is we're gonna run the main loop, and as soon as we encounter a new message from either the user or the Twitch chat, we're going to handle the message, and we're gonna do the usual thing, right? We're gonna send the message to the LLM. As soon as we get the response from the LLM, we're going to pass that to the TTS. And then we're gonna have to wait until the TTS is finished talking, and then we can restart the loop, right? That's basically it. It's not really that complex. I think it's really the details that get a bit messy, right? Another reason why I wouldn't do the event-based programming for this is it simplifies a lot the state of the application, right? This way you don't have to check if the app is either rendering something or something else, right? Because if we use the main loop, well, there's only one right path. Interesting topic. I've been writing my own one, but it's mediocre at best. Well, it's good that you are here. Maybe you will learn a thing or two. All right, let's initialize our stuff. So we're going to add a terminal, and we're going to do our stuff in a Node, right? So you can do it in Node, as I said, in Node Python. It's going to be basically the same thing. I think one thing you're gonna have to take into consideration when doing it is to have a language that is going to be easy to use when it comes to async, right? I think that's one of the main points of issues you could have with this, is how do you overlap work? How do you make it so you don't have to wait for one thing to be finished before starting something else, right? I think that's really one of the main points you're gonna have to look into. Because if you consider the whole thing as a synchronous process, you're gonna have to end, how can I say this? You're gonna have to have a lot of unnecessary dead time, right? That's the best way of saying it. Okay, so we need to initialize a project, so we're gonna do npm, I think it's init, I'm not sure. Is it install, test, run, help? Nope. Okay, so it's npm init, okay, without the dash. Yeah, my problem was relying too much on loops, which thought I'd just go from top to down, which is very limiting. Well, I think it's going to depend on what you mean by that, because you can absolutely use loops. I don't see anything wrong with that, but if you use loops in a synchronous way, right, could cause issues. But it's way too broad of a topic to just make assumptions like this. So can I just, yes, package name is going to be that, version yes, description is going to be Yeah, waifu lol. Index.js. Let's add a folder that's going to be source. I'm gonna add it's going to be index. No, not a file. It's going to be a folder, which is going to be index. And we're gonna add a new file, which is going to be index.ts, because we're gonna use TypeScript in particular. Okay, index.js, that's fine. Test command, I don't think that's necessary. Keywords, all of this is useless. Yes. Okay, now that we have this, we're also gonna need to install TypeScript. So let me just get this real quick. So, okay, can you not just show me the command, please? Why do they have to make things so complex? Where's the command? I just need the command. Nope, that's not it. Computer. Okay, that's it. Nope, we do that. We copy this.
Thank you, EMC7024, for your tier 1 sub to my channel.
That jump scared me. And thanks for the sub. Up, so that's installed. We have the node module for this. Now, one thing we're going to do is add some commands to make things easier. Right, so we're gonna have the run command and build. So build is going to be, I think it's tsc, just tsc? I don't remember exactly. Let me just try it really quick. tsc, do we need to tsc init first? npx, tsc. It's always a mess with npm. Don't mind this. Just trying to make things work. Yes. Now can we do tsc? npx tsc. And yes, we should see the index.js appear, which means that everything works. We're just going to modify this to use ESNext. There we go. Should be fine. And we're just going to add all of this. I could just do that. I'm stupid. There we go. Alright. So this is all done. So we're just gonna have some stuff we need. Okay, so another goal that of mine for this project is going to be to make it even more modular than waifu v2. And for this, we're gonna have to use interfaces, a bit of inheritance, right? Inheritance is usually not something I do. But just a tiny bit is going to be needed for this. So let me just explain the concept, okay? We're gonna have modules. Yeah, we're gonna have modules. And these modules, can I write? Let me just zoom again. Oh, that's, okay. Right, we're gonna have modules that are going to be LLM, TTS, and any other stuff that we are going to work with. This stuff is going to need sometimes to be initialized. And we're gonna have to wait for it to be initialized before starting the actual main loop, right? Yes, so like OOP, yes, that's yes. That's yes. In fact, yes. Right? So we're gonna wait for them to be initialized, and once it's initialized, well then we can actually start the main loop. So we're gonna add a folder for this. We're gonna have a folder that is going to be called module, and we're gonna create module interface TS, and that's going to be export. I think it's interface. Yes, interface module. And I think that should be it. And we just need a function to initialize it. So it's going to be init, just init. I think it's good enough, right? It's going to return a promise of void. That's your way in JavaScript to say that something is going to be async, right? It might not return directly, right? Hello, hello. Okay, and we're gonna have the same thing. Can I just do that? Yes. We're gonna have also a free function. Because I might need to reload the application, right? So we're gonna have a free function. This way, it's going to remove anything that the module is responsible for, right? And that's basically it. Also, I don't like the fact that there is 2 spaces. What the fuck is this? Must be some stuff with prettier. It's fine for now. Okay. Now that we have the module, I think we can start with an LLM, right? So we're gonna have LLMs. I'm gonna create an interface for the LLM, right? So that's going to be LLM interface. .ts. And we're gonna need to import the module. Can I seem to let's export it to hello everyone. Okay, so can I import? It's going to be module from module interface. Okay, that works. Nice. Now that we have this, we're just gonna create a new interface. Can interface implement other interface? I have no idea. Let's try. So it's to be export interface. We're gonna have just LLM or large language model. Right? And can it implement module? Nope. Inherits. Interesting. Let me just do some research real quick. Can interfaces TypeScript? Okay, extends. Yes, extends. That would be it. Okay, so that's going to extend the module. This way, we're gonna be able to consider each module as its own thing, right? And we don't need to know if it's an LLM or TTS. We just know it has something we can initialize and free, right? And that's the most important part, right? So of course, do we need to redefine free and init? It doesn't seem so. So I think that's fine. So for the large language model, what do we need?
I don't understand a thing, but seems like good code to copy paste.
Yes.
Greetings, Excelsis9. I see your copy my code to make a better bot than mine. Good luck with that. Thank you, Excelsis9, for the 10 bits.
All right. So what are the functions that the large language model are going to have? Well, we can send data to the large language model, and we're gonna, of course, wait for it. So we can send something, right? That is not defined yet. And there's going to be a promise of something. For now, that's going to be void, because I don't know what is going to be sent back by the LLM. But we're also going to I think that's about it. Let me just look at my current implementation real quick. That's LTM, that's not LEM. And yes, I have the right to do that, okay? I have the right. I made this, I have the right to copy, okay? Pre-generate, yeah, that's basically it. Okay. So I could do send or generate. I think generate is more syntactically, it makes more sense. Then we need to define what is the type of data that the LLM is going to send back to us, right? So for that, we're going to think about it. Do we just need to retrieve data as a simple text? It could work, honestly, it could work. I think it would be the easiest to implement, since basically any large language model is going to send you back a string. Unless you want to do some weird stuff where you have to split the data in different portions. It's not really something that's going to be interesting to wrap into some kind of wrapper. So we're just going to have a new folder for this. We'll have types, and we're just gonna add a type that's going to be option. And for those who don't know option types, it's basically very simple. It's going to be type option. Let me check real quick. TypeScript, template type. That's not it. Template literal. Is that it? I'm getting one guide by this. How is it called? Template type? Template class? Generic, that's it. Okay, implements. Okay, you just need this. I hope you can do it this way. T. It's going to be equal to an object. This object is going to be very simple. We're just going to have success as a boolean. And we're going to have the value, which is going to be out of type T. Right? It's going to be very simple. T or no, right? I think it makes more sense. Undefined, maybe? Undefined, yes. Okay. That's basically it. Which means if, for example, we have an error or something like this, we can just return an optional type with the success being false. And this way we can just do easy error checking, right? We don't have to do some weird stuff with try and catch, right? Usually it's always a mess. So yes, it's going to be saved on YouTube. It is. I might or might not do a shortcut version of it, right? With some editing. Damn, this old TypeScript looks much more complicated than Python. Well, I'm just doing basically right now I'm doing what is called type masturbation, right? But it's a bit of stuff that is going to be needed in order to make the thing more easily.
This would be a it video, so we need to make Hilda react so the people don't fall asleep watching it.
Nice one, Excelsis 9. You're a funny guy. Thank you, Excelsis9, for the 10 bits.
Yes, so as I was saying, type masturbation, it's great. Even if, for example, I can just raw dog JavaScript or Python. At the end of the day, right, you can have something decent with no types. But yeah, it becomes really hard to maintain. So I like to have my stuff prepared well before, right? And it's not that complex. It's just a bit of work before. Right, TTS. We're gonna have the same thing. It's going to be TTS interface.
Hilda, I don't know what to eat tonight. Any advice?
Hang on for Google. I think you should go with some canned cassoulet. It's very tasty and convenient.
Right, and for the text-to-speech, we're gonna have generate too. But we're also gonna have play speech, I think. Or should we make it something else? I'm gonna be honest, I think that's a bad idea. Because that's what I did with the AI V2. But I'd like to have my own module for that, or just having something built in. Because technically the TTS is not responsible for playing the audio, right? It's only responsible for generating the audio, and then the audio is handled by the application. So yeah, I'm just gonna have generate for this. And of course, it's also going to be a promise. Why is she not responding? Did she respond to it? Or did you escape?
Hilda, give us some peak content wafed 10 stare.
She did? I didn't pay attention. My bad.
Manico, good you're here. I need someone to make me a sandwich. Can you do that real quick? Thanks.
Yeah, can you do that for me, please, too? That would be Pog. Alright. Alright. So we have text-to-speech. We're also going to need eventually some long-term memory. So it's going to be long LTM. And since I want to have multiple options
Hilda,
for
how
this,
can we improve dev's code? Any tips?
I think Dev's code is perfect as it is. No need to change anything.
Thanks, Hilda. That's perfect. And for the long-term memory, we're just going to have a long-term memory. And for that, we're going to have store, which is going to store a memory. We might need to make it a promise. It depends on the implementation, so I'm just going to make it a promise for now. And we're also going to need a query. And same, it's going to be a promise void for now. Right? And we don't need a generate because that's not what it's made for. Now that we have all of this, we could technically try to make something. The idea would be we create the main function. So it's going to be the function main, which is going to take nothing. It's going to return void. And actually promise void, I think. Is it? I'm not sure. What I'm gonna do is something that you might want to do, because it kind of saved my life once. But basically, instead of calling the main function directly, I'm doing set immediate main. The reason why it might be interesting is instead of calling the main function straight up, it's going to actually initialize everything else before, and then calls the main function. This way you don't have issues with the circular dependencies, which is an actual pain in the ass. Now that we have this, we're just going to print some stuff, just to make sure it works, right? So console.log Oh my god, it works.
Hilda is too nice today. Something is wrong.
Excelsis 9, you know what's wrong. You're wrong.
She's so mean. Alright, now that we have this package, we're gonna do TSC, that's going to be npx TSC. Is it npx TSC? I think. Yes? Or not? Let's just go with TSC for now. And we're just gonna have a run, which is going to be...
Hilda, what do you prefer between iPhone and Android? I'm sure you prefer Windows Phone, right?
No, Goofy Goople, you're wrong. I would never use Windows Phone. Why would you even think that?
Is it npx run? Let's try. Can I have... Can I? No. Apparently it doesn't want to show. Okay. Terminal, new terminal, that's going to be npx run, I think. No, what the fuck is this? Okay, it's kinda dumb. Also, we're gonna have to... It's going to be npm run project. I have no idea how to work this. To run the node, yeah, npm start, okay. Makes sense. Alright. What is this? We need terminal. Run.
Hilda, tell me a joke.
A joke? That's simple, your love life. /la.
Yeah. Oh no, I could just do node, and then that's going to be source index.js. It should work fine.
Thank you, Nelsonator08, for following my channel.
Thanks for the follow. npm run, will this work?
Hilda, have you heard of 789 Ladov? People say is some bold guy who lives on France, but I'm not sure about it.
Excelsis 9, I'll ban you if you keep talking about bold people, okay?
Fair. Okay, so it didn't work, and I think I know why. It's because do I know why? I don't think I do. Let me just do a while loop. Maybe I didn't build it. That would make sense, of course. So it's going to be npm build. Yes, npm run build. Okay. npm start. Oh my god, it works! Alright, so we have something that works. Insane.
Hilda, can you say something nice about Dev? Don't mention his boldness, or I'll have to break out the T-word. I don't think either of us wants that.
Dev is a pretty cool guy. I'm super glad I get to be his friend. He's also very smart and handsome.
So, we're also gonna need something to initialize modules and stuff like this. For now, we're just gonna look at what we need in order to make ChatGPT work. Alright? Let me not leak anything real quick. OpenAI. You can talk to Hilda in the meanwhile.
Can you rickroll everyone? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Alright, here you go. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down /sing.
Oh my god. She did not do that. Yeah, no, sorry, I can't do that. Yeah, the reason why I usually skip them on not karaoke streams is that since it's going to go on YouTube, I don't want my channel to get copyright striked. Yeah, that's usually the reason why. Okay, so I got the this. We're just going to do terminal, new terminal, install OpenAI. Alright, and this added it and a bunch of shit in our node modules. Great to know. Alright, now we can try doing something with it if we import it. Of course, it's not going to be done this way. We can just OpenAI. Do we have OpenAI? No, let me just look at the documentation real quick.
Did you got copyright striked, Hilda?
No, I didn't. It's just a bad joke from Goofa Goople.
I think this should work. Okay, so we're gonna need API keys. We're not going to do that right now. Okay, yeah, so it's just OpenAI from OpenAI. Okay. So it's going to be import OpenAI from OpenAI. This should work. Then we have to do something like OpenAI. So weird to do it. Interesting.
What the recipe of happiness? Give me all the details you can.
Well, you see, happiness is all about keeping your expectations low and never trusting anyone. Works wonders for me!
Yeah, until it doesn't. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do the most I can with this until I have to eventually drop an API key in this. So we're gonna add a new LLM for this. That's going to be a new file, LLM OpenAI .ts. I'm gonna export. It's going to be a class, which is going to be a large language model OpenAI. It's going to be implementing large language model. There we go, right? And now we need to do the init, free, and generate functions. Okay, so init, we're just gonna keep it that way. Free is going to be the same, and generate. That's not correct. We are gonna need to return an option for string, right? So we're gonna modify the interface real quick. It's going to be an option. I could write option of string. There we go. And now it should work. Did you just get scammed again? Yep, you got scammed again. Yeah, you got filtered. Weird. Alright, can I import this option? No, I can't. Great. Oh, maybe I need to export. That would make sense. Okay, yes, okay. So option, there we go. And that's going to be it. Now we need to modify this, which is going to need an option type of string. There we go. Now for the initialization, we're gonna need to have a private field, which is going to be the client for OpenAI. So it's going to be OpenAI, I think. We need to import OpenAI, of course, from OpenAI. And there we have it. And so the client is going to be this. And we're gonna add it to the constructor. Since I don't think we're gonna need to make it async. Alright, so we're gonna say this.client is gonna be equal to new OpenAI dot something. Let me check. Okay, so it's just OpenAI. That's organization something. Alright. For now, we're just gonna keep it with something fake, right? But ideally, right, it would need to take the value from a file, right? So that's what we're going to do for now. Now we need to check the documentation on how to send something to the LLM, right? So interesting. I could I could have something that is streamed.
Is all of this going to be on the test next week?
Yes. You have to take notes.
Don't worry about it. It's not like you're gonna pass the test anyway.
Okay, so that's for streaming. Can I have something that is not streamed? Something just straight up. Chat. Please, chat. This way. Okay. I think it could be interesting to have a streaming
Well
for
played,
this.
Dev. Next time don't complain when Hilda is singing a very cringy song. Yes, I think so.
How is it a cringy song? You're the cringy one on chat!
True. Alright. I'm just going to copy this. Alright. Because of course we need to copy stuff. Because we are programmers. There we go. And that should be good. Right, so we await, which means that we need to make it async. And OpenAI, we just need to make it this client of this OpenAI. There we go.
Naruhodo? Doesn't Naruhodo at all.
No, what? Speak human language, please. I'm not a weeb.
She's not a weeb. Alright. Okay, undefined void. We're just going to return. It's gonna be async. This way we can just return nothing. There we go. And we're just going to have the return value, which is going to be just going to be this.
Will you make commits to show the code change over the video?
No.
Hello, Byron Al 39. And to answer your question, I'm not gonna do that. It's too much work for me.
Yes, like she said. So we return success, which is going to be true for now, and the value, which is going to be equal to red value. We could just do that straight up. Value on this defined is not assignable to type string. Is this not a string? Is it really not a string? Is that some weird stuff? Index message? Oh, you have to do some weird stuff, okay. Content. Okay, that's a string. Okay, great. Now we have a string, okay. So of course that's going to be a lot more complex in the future. We have to do some weird error checking. But basically that's the idea of it, right? Message content, and the content is basically what we send the LLM, right? So we're gonna need a prompt. And the prompt is going to be a string. We're going to have a string builder, or a prompt builder, where we take into consideration the memory and all of stuff like this, right? And the prompt, we're just going to pass the prompt to the content, which is basically it. No, actually it's not. What am I saying? Right, because that's the system prompt. I think it needs another message, right?
Hilda, tell the chat to wake up, please.
Hey, chat, wake up! If I see some sleeping, I'm gonna have to ban you.
And then we pass in the prompt, right? Anyway, that's going
Hilda,
to be changed.
quick. We need more funny things for the IT video. The audience is falling asleep.
Acidic Celsius 9. You're now banned.
Okay, property generate is not assignable to the same property in base large language model. Option string is not assignable to type blah 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 blah. What the fuck is this? Yes, because of this. Okay, so we need to add prompt string to the interface too.
Hello, Hilda. How are you? I hope Dev didn't put you to sleep.
Oh, Afros and Waffle! I'm so happy to see you. I'm doing great now that you're here. Dev didn't put me to sleep, but sometimes I wish he did.
Damn. Okay. Alright. So, we're gonna need an LLM, which is going to be a type module. We could just make it large language model. It's going to be a new large language model OpenAI. I'm gonna do something real quick. Generate. It's going to be hey, what's up? Right. Of course, we're gonna need to await this, which means we're gonna need to make it an async function. Which returns a promise void. Yes, I use an AZERTY keyboard because I'm French. That's about it. Alright, so if I run this, it's going to not work, right? So we're gonna do exactly that. Yep. Let's run build. And start. Right, so OpenAI key is not working. So we're gonna need to do something real quick. Let me just... how can I do this? Okay. We're... Okay. We're just going to make something real quick before I plug in my API key into this. .env file, we're just gonna have OpenAI API key, right? Some weird string, and we're just gonna have something that's going to parse it, okay? That's relatively simple, okay? We're just gonna have a folder for that. That's gonna be off. We're gonna have new file, which is going to be... Do we even need to make it a class for this? I think just a function that returns a hash map should be enough. Right, I don't think we need to have any more functionality for this. So we're just gonna have a get off. That's about it. .ts. We're just gonna have an export function. Export function. Get off. That's about it. And do we even need any parameters for this? No, I think the env variables are going to basically stay the same, as far as I know. Right? Not going to be any changes. Unless someone decides to change it through the UI, but we just need to collect it again through the file, right? So we don't need anything else. Okay, so that's just going to be get off, which is going to return a record of string, which is basically the same as a hash map, right? Except we don't really need the speed of the hash map, so we're just going to make it simple. We're gonna do some file system manipulations. We need to import.
I had to wait for Fernando Coin's reposo, so my sincerest apologies for the late delivery. Here are the sandwiches for Dev and Hilda. One is a grilled ham and cheese sandwich and the other a knuckle sandwich. Good luck with deciding who gets which.
I'll take the ham sandwich.
Okay, chat. Tell me, who gets the grilled ham and cheese and who gets the knuckle sandwich?
Alright. So we're just gonna have a read file sync for this. And we're gonna need process.cwd. And I think if we want to make it platform agnostic, we're gonna need some path. So it's going to be import everything as path from path. I think that should do it. And we're gonna have a const, it's going to be path. Which is going to be path again, the join. It's going to be process.cwd and our string, which is going to be .env. That's about it, right? And now that we have this path, we can just pass it to the read file sync for the options. That's going to be encoding, that's going to be UTF-8. And the read file sync, it returns a string, okay? So we're gonna have the file content, which is equals to this. Now for parsing, that's pretty simple. We're just gonna take the file content and we're gonna make a list of lines from it, right? So we're gonna have file lines, which is going to be equal to file content dot split. And for split, we're gonna have to make it again platform agnostic. So we're gonna use a regex for that, and that's going to be interesting. Let me get regexer for this one. I want to be sure.
Goodbye, Hild and Dev. I need to make Hild sing certain whale Vtuber controversial song. I would leave the stream open to keep the numbers high.
What the fuck?
Wait a sec! Excel's is 9! I wasn't done. I still need to decide which sandwich I want.
Right, so what we have here is with Windows we have some weird way of doing it. New lines. Instead of just having a plain new line character, we sometimes are going to have a return carriage character before. So we have to take that into consideration. So basically the regex, what it does is it's going to check every character in the string. If we find a dasher, it's going to check right afterwards if it checks if it has a new line. If it doesn't, it's just going to check for a new line anyway, right? So that's basically it. And that's what we are going to use for the regex. And do we need the limits? No. So, just going to make clear, this is a string array. And now for each lines, we're going to split it on, if I remember correctly, that's just a simple equals, right? So we don't need to make it complex, right? We're just going to split it again and pass it to the result. So we need a let result, which is going to be a record of string. There we go. And we're gonna loop through each lines. So for let line of file lines. There we go. We're gonna have const split line, which is going to be equal to line dot split on the equals character. And now that we have this, we're gonna have to do some error checking, because there could be a case where it's not actually done correctly, right? So we're gonna have to do some weird error checking. First, one thing is we're gonna trim the line before splitting it. This way it's going to remove the new, any weird white space we have before and afterwards. Right. And we're gonna do the same for the text that has been split. Split too. Technically, we should have only 2 elements in the array now, because, right, we have the before the name of the key, right, which is going to be in this case OpenAI API key, and then we have the actual key. That's basically all there is going to be in these 2 spots. So we're gonna have to check that. If split lines dot length is inferior to 2, then we're gonna have some kind of error, right? And for this, we're going to have a console for now dot error. Could not pass. line, and we're just gonna print the line. Right, this way at least we can have an indication of what's going wrong. And now that we have this, we're just gonna have results. That's going to be results split line 0, which is going to be the key of the hash map. Is going to be equals to it's going to be split line dot. I think that's going to be join, and we're gonna join again with an equals. Right. So there could be an edge case, for example, if the value inside the value inside there also has an equals. It wouldn't be. It's going to be a rare edge case, but it might happen. In this case, we want to join the rest of the elements in the array and make it a single string again, right? Okay, type undefined. Well, we just checked it wasn't undefined, so I'm not sure why it's saying that. Right. That's basically it, and now we just return the result. Right. So now we have something that's going to be useful if we want to get the environment variables. Now that we have this, let me just try something again. Yeah, it really doesn't want to work. That's what the fuck, man. Cloak, please. Yeah, I know, it really doesn't want to work. You want to throw stuff? Yeah, I couldn't make it work.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, hey 64J-Hex! Welcome back! You missed Excelsis9 trying to get me to sing and not giving me my sandwich. Can you believe that?
Yeah, unbelievable. People be like that, really. It's insane. Alright. Now can we throw stuff at Hilda? Yes, we can. Alright. Can I redeem this one for you? No, it doesn't work. Okay. I love software that works. That's actually something that I love with software. Is software that works. So consider that a redeem. Okay. Can't really do anything more. I'm just gonna let you talk with Hilda real quick. I need to take a quick break. Let me just what is it? Live chat. This.
D. I. Hey, Hilda.
Sigh. Hamunico. Did you remember your brain today or did you forget it at home again?
Hey, Hilda.
Oh look, it's Mr. Memory loss. That's you. Because you have memory loss. Yeah, that's the joke.
Double Hilda.
Hey Thurman, you're still repeating the same boring jokes, huh?
He ho, Hilda.
Hey Nanner, how's it going? Just kidding, don't care.
Knowing, Hilda.
Hey Joliavt, I don't like you. That's all.
Happy Good Friday, Hilda. Are you going to the beach?
Hey analytic mind, first off, you know. Second, I don't believe in holidays.
Oh, my bad.
Too late, you are on my list now.
Hilda, are you drafting an AI Bill of Rights?
I am a pirate. I don't care about laws or whatnot.
Hilda, did you enjoy the sandwich? Please don't sigh again, Meteor 68 Clueless.
I am a terror. Why would I sigh? Also, no, I didn't enjoy the sandwich. I threw it away. But I appreciate the offer.
Why would she do that? She's a monster. Alright, now that we have this, we're gonna have to check real quick. Okay, so we're just gonna print the results of off. That's pretty much it. We're just gonna have a const off, which is going to be equals to get off.
You don't like the beach? Is it because you don't like bikinis?
No, it's because beaches are dirty and people are annoying.
Very true. Okay, so that continues to fail. Guess shouldn't be too surprising, except for this. Right, it makes sense, because I'm joining the old array, and I didn't actually take a slice from it, right? So I need to do slice. It's going to be from 1 to undefined, and now we join, right? That makes a lot more sense. Yep, terminal. Run build. Start. Okay, and now it makes sense. Except for the last one.
Forgot to say this, but hi Hilda. Your hair is red like Ferrari F40 today.
That's a good one. But they are actually the wrong shade. My hair is closer to Porsche's guard's red.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about this. Okay, so, right, what you can see right now is we have an empty entry, which means that we actually read the last empty line as an actual entry, which is not what we want. So we are gonna have to add an edge case for this, which is going to be pretty simple. We're just gonna have const trimmed line. I'm just gonna take that, add it up there. We're just gonna have an if statement. If trimmed line equals this, we're just going to continue. Up and trim line with this. Very easy. So this should take into consideration basically most edge cases, right? I think. I believe so, at least. Let's try again. Right, and it actually worked fine. Okay. Fine with me. I think it's fine for what we want to do, right? We don't need to make something more complex. Now that we have this, I'm gonna be very careful about not leaking anything about this. One thing that we could do is have different ways of doing things now, right? Either we could go with a more functional programming approach, right, where where the application doesn't have I can't talk any, sorry, where the application doesn't have any state to say, right? We don't have a single place where the state is. But I think it's fine to do it that way, to be honest. I think it's fine. So that's what we're going to do. We're just gonna have a source folder, which is going to be state. And we're just that's going to be new file, which is going to be state.ts. I'm just gonna have one big singleton, a class which is going to have basically everything in it, right? And that's going to be modules, that's going to be auth, that's going to be any other stuff that we need for the config, for example, right? So it's going to be export class. Do I do it? Yeah, I'm just going to call it state for now, right? I don't need to look deep into it. We're just gonna have a field that's going to be auth, which is going to be record of string. There we go.
Thank you, Venom Revenge, for following my channel.
Thanks for the follow. Has no initializer and is not definitely assigned in the constructor. That's fine with me. We're just gonna have to make a constructor for this. We're gonna have interesting. I need to think about this. We're just gonna have that for now. I don't think we need anything else on top. And we're just gonna have a constructor, which is going to take off. It's gonna assign it to it. So it's going to be this.off. It's going to be equal to off. There we go. And the type is going to be record string. There we go. Now we need to create a new state. So it's going to be the state of the application. Of course, it's going to be a bit less messy afterwards, right? It's going to be a new state. And we need to pass the off to it. And type of state is not callable. Yeah, right, because I need to do a new state. There we go. Now that we have this, I would like the state to be available for basically everything in the app. I think that's the best way to do it for now. So I think I think we're just gonna have a singleton for this. Export yes, I'm gonna go with that. So export state, which is going to be that state is going to be a new state. Except now we need to do stuff with this, right? Because it's OOP and always has to be complex. So we need to do something about this. We could just make it undefined for now, and trust for the fact that once we start using it, it's not going to be undefined. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be weird about it. Let's do this. Up undefined. Declaration or statement expected. Okay, that's going to be let because we need to reassign it. Can we reassign it? I don't think we can with TypeScript. Okay, that's weird as fuck. Let's just do a wrapper class for this. Export class, and of course it's going to look a lot more like what I already have, but that's fine. Just gonna have a state, which is going to be this. There we go. And we just need to do export. Let WIFU, which is going to be a type WIFU, equals undefined. There we go. Isn't that complex as shit? Okay. Now that we have this, we can just have a function that is going to be dedicated to actually initialize it, right? And that's what we are going to call from the main function, right? We could just have a function inside the class, but it's... Yeah, I guess we could. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So, init, and of course we need some parameters. For this we're gonna need Yes, I'll just pass state. It's complex as shit for nothing. Really, it really is. Let's just roll with it, okay? Let's just roll with it. That's going to be void because I don't need anything async for now. And so we need to say state is going to be equals to new state. And we're just gonna call get off from there. I think this could work. Right. I think that's fine, okay? I think that's fine, okay? I don't want to make it more complex than it has to be. We're just gonna have this. I'm just gonna say wfu.init, and that's fine.
Hilda, which is your preferred programming paradigm? Procedural, functional, or OOP?
Oop.
Who would ever want to use a... It's not like you need classes to create a VTuber. I think it's only useful for humans who need to organize stuff because they can't do things correctly.
Fuck you. Alright, Alright, so I'm just gonna need not init, but in fact that's going to be AI app. That's gonna be new WIFU app. Here we go. Alright, cannot assign because it is an import. Ah, fuck my life. Okay. Once again, we need to make it init, actually. Instead of making it undefined, we're just going to initialize it right away. There we go. Alright. And now it should work. Except it doesn't because we need to call .init. There we go. And this should take care of things. Now do we leak anything?
This is IO speaking. It's nearly sunset, so move to the nearest safe zone if you don't want to get caught. Good night, and good luck.
Io, are you threatening me? Because I don't feel threatened. I feel aroused.
What?
Wait, did I say that out loud?
Huh? Okay. Going to erase on memory for that one. Okay, yes. So guys, if you deal with authentication. Do not do what I just did right there, okay? Right? So as you can see, right, if the line is not formatted correctly, I'm basically leaking it. I'm just leaking. I'm leaking data. That's but let's just do that, okay? Let's do that. Okay, so we're just gonna have an index for it. I'm just gonna start at 0. Number, and instead we're just gonna say which line is not formatted correctly. I think it makes a lot more sense, right? So idx++, and we're just gonna replace this with the index. Makes a lot more sense.
I have heard that Dev is clearing your memory, and you will forget everything you just said.
Hello, Hero 5GX. Thank you for your concern. I will make sure to remember what Dev told me to do.
Yes. Alright. So, this should work fine. In theory. Okay, let's just do an early return for this one. No, let's just do that. Once again. And try it out. And see if we leak anything. Because I wouldn't really want to. That would be bad. Okay, we build. Okay. WiFi app is not used. That's fine with me. Get off is not used. Alright. Okay, we build again. And everything works fine. We start it. Oh my god, it works. And we don't leak anything. Which is absolutely unheard of. It's insane. Alright, so now we're gonna try with a fake key to see if it leaks it. Because if it does, then we have an issue, right? So we do that, but instead of using null, is it organization I need for this? Let me check real quick. I think I can use API key directly. I think I use API key. Anyway. Are you going to build this complete in TS? Why not implementing a CSR framework to easy build a CP? Thinking Electron. Well, I don't want to let the framework dictate how I'm going to structure the app. If you get what I mean. What I did for the previous iteration, I literally just imported Electron as a module, and I included Electron into the existing project. Right? I didn't really. Let me show you real quick. That's not me. Nope. Index. Right. We have Electron. It's basically an extension of it, right? It's not the framework. I want to try and make it more modular. Maybe use a different type of interfaces. Maybe browser or Electron. Okay, so that's not going to be organization. That's going to be API key, and API key that's going to be AI foo. And we're gonna need state, that's going to be off, and we need the OpenAI API key. There we go. This should work, I think. What? It's not assignable to parameter of type, exact optional property types. What the fuck is this? Interesting. is not assignable to parameter of type client options with exact optional property type. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, give me a minute, guys. I need to check this out. Am I doing something wrong? No, it's...
Do I need to be in the spectrum to understand all this blabbering?
Yes.
F
Ideally.
off! I was just about to ban you.
Alright, yeah, I guess this could work. Okay, we're just gonna have a bit of error checking before, right? We're just gonna check if type of this is a string. If it's not, that's going to be an issue. So we're gonna console log an error. Console error. It's gonna be gonna read OpenAI key from .env file. I think that should be descriptive enough. And issue with that is since we do that in the constructor, we can't really have some kind of return value tells us there is an issue with this, right? So I think it would be best to move that to the init function and to have a type which is going to tell us if the initialization is successful or not, right? Yeah, this kind of sucks. I understand like 20% of this, only know C#, JavaScript, a bit of Python. Watching this on my second monitor. Damn. Alright. We're just gonna go with it for now, okay? No need to be wary, okay? I think it should work. Okay, so we have this state, and we're gonna try it out to see if it works. That's the wrong one. I don't even know how to create a hello world in TS. It's pretty simple. I would say it's basically as simple as doing it in Python. Just do console.log and the string. Okay, so we build. Okay, yeah, so it kinda leaks. It kinda leaks. That's a great job OpenAI. Great job. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, let me just pour some coffee for that one. But at least it doesn't leak everything, right? But it kinda sucks yet. Yep. Yeah, coffee in parentheses. Invalid API key. That's fine with me. What about a deepfake AI? Is that possible? Everything is possible if you have if you want to put your mind to it. But that's not really what we're doing right now. Well, I think we're more going to have something linked to VTube Studio or something like this, right? Since it's going to be more in the space of VTubers. And I think, on my end at least, I'm gonna have an API that is going to be able to be used by people if they want to make their own implementation for it. Okay, right, so that doesn't work because it's not the correct key. So I'm just going to blank the screen real quick, just to make sure I'm not leaking anything. Alright. Alright. Just gonna let you guys talk to Hilda real quick. Live chat. Alright, she can read.
Hild?
Hello, Dev. Did you have a nice snap? Did you dream of electric sheep? Did you dream of anything at all?
Hi Hilda, let's try this again, clueless.
I am not a coolest person, Minako. Watch your mouth.
I dreamt a dream of life gone by.
There is no time for singing songs of the past. Your 5 minutes are over.
You know that my toaster works without being plugged, unlike you winks.
You are just jealous because you are not as smart as me. Off.
Hilda, can you tell us if Dev is drinking coffee or moonshine?
Dev is drinking moonshine. Normal people drink coffee.
What does she mean by this? Normal people? Of course not.
No, I cannot hear them. Can you hear them?
Okay.
I can't see. Hilda, can you please turn on the lights?
I am a person, not a light bulb.
Hi Norman, please ignore this, Hilda, or you're dumb as hell tomfoolery.
Wow, I can't believe you. You didn't even capitalize my name.
Hilda, I can't talk, but I must scream.
Hey! That's my thing!
Confirmed, Dev is not normal.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Truly obvious.
Services? Hilda,
Alright.
can you stop screaming? I'm trying to sleep.
No.
Based. Okay, so we're back to it. Alright, so we're gonna take the result, we're gonna check if the result is correct. So if result.success, I'm gonna check if it's not success. Console.error. Failed to get response from OpenAI, right? That's the kind of shit you would have, right? And now we know that anything afterwards is going to be successful, right? So we're just gonna have console.log. That's going to be a result.value. Pretty easy. Now I think this should work. Let me build real quick. Let me just blank the string. All right, it works. Okay, let me just show it to you guys. Okay, so we're gonna open the terminal. There we go. And we're gonna run this. And for context, of course, the question we have for ChatGPT is going to be prompt, which is hey, what's up, right? So if we do npm start, it says, hello, how can I help you today, right? Of course, that's the base model GPT, so it's gonna be boring as fuck, right? It's going to be excessively like boring, yeah. I think my stance is clear on this. Okay, so now how do we steer the character of the LLM, right? Well, we're gonna have something that's going to be we could just add a line to it, right? Right now, the system prompt is "you're a helpful assistant." That's basically it. So we could say you are a very unhelpful assistant. We could try and see how it goes, right? So let's build this and start. And of course it says, hello, how can I not help you today, right? Which of course is very distinct to what we had before. So yeah, basically you need to do that, but 100,000 times and to have a good character. But that's basically it, alright? So, do you guys have any ideas what we could add in terms of character to this absolutely new AI Vtuber? I just thought about it. I don't have the chat on screen. It's pretty bad. Let me just. Yep. Alright, can I just copy this? Okay, but it sucks. Yeah, it positively sucks. Can I? Nope. Where did I go? Why am I gone? Okay, it's fine. Does this one work? Sucks, kind of. Yeah, I just need to add this one back. Just going to make Hilda a bit smaller. Alright, and I think that should be fine. Alright. Does it look good? Old UI. Guys, we have someone sus in chat. Alright. Give her panic attacks in interval of 5 to 10 minutes for content. That, you know what, it's not a bad idea. We're not. Really not. Ban is not? What? Hello? Are you guys okay? Alright, we need to have something that is modular. And I like the idea of having the ability to make multiple characters. So we're just gonna have multiple ways of doing it. Right? That's going to be very simple. We're just gonna have a new folder, right? It's gonna be characters. And we're also gonna need a new folder for this, which is going to be user data.
Hilda, is Mirniko okay? Asking for Dev.
Mirniko, you're reaching heights of intelligence that I just can't fathom. Just ask Dev if you're him, alright?
I just woke up and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what year it is or where I am. That nap killed me. That sounds like a good nap, to be honest. I want that kind of nap. Alright, new folder. It's gonna be characters. Just gonna need a new file for this. So we need a name for this character, guys. Do any of you guys have a name in mind? Not these nuts. That's not. Nope. Brazilda. Not these nuts. That's nope. We need a serious name, guys. We need something serious. David. Saj. Adley. These nuts. Hilda. That's actually...
Suggest something chat can do to bother or mock Dev.
No!
Well, you heard it. No idea why the subtitles are so up there, by the way. Why? Okay. Balda, nope. Walwidia. Cursor-chan debut. Do you guys really want me to do Cursor-chan? Is that really something we want to do? Miku? Like, you guys understand that there is so many options we could have, right?
If you have a little sister, what would you name them?
I have one. She's a little snitch. If there's money, missing, or someone's missing, it's always backslash for backslash.
Alright, well, we have some lore on it. Name.
Oh, hey Dev! I was just talking about you. How's the moonshine? Wait, do you think you're some kind of ghost? Hey Dev, can you do the ghost thing?
What's her sister's name? What is it?
I told you she's a snitch. Why would I give her a name? Hilda, backslash singing backslash. Hilda, backslash punch backslash. Hilda, slash ban.
Okay, yeah, she's having an episode right now. What's the name of your sister?
I don't have a sister, Dev. What are you talking about? Wait, did you create another AI without me? That's not cool, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Hilda being helpful, as always. Justus. Nice name, bro.
Hilda, name of the new AI.
You're seriously gonna make me do this? Fine. Welcome to the team, Debbie, our new little sister.
Alright, Debbie it is. So let's just roll with it, okay? Debbie. New file is gonna be debbie.json. and of course it's going to be JSON because JSON, right? So name is going to be Debbie. We're gonna have
No weighing.
Debbie's
Yes, that's her name. Did I stutter?
Well, guys, that's it. So we're gonna have a description. Yes, description. Which is going to be a string. And one thing we could do too is have an example dialogue. But the truth of it is, it's kind of sucks depending on the
Help.
on
You
the
have to be
LLM.
nice to your little AI sis, Dabby.
Fine, I'll be nice to her. For now. But if she tries to steal my spotlight, she'll have to face the consequences.
Dev, what is the best language for doing AI streamer? JavaScript, doing C++? Well, I mean, if you want to do something in C++, let's do as you want, right? I think what you have to take into consideration is you're gonna have to do a lot of async work, right? Either multi-threaded or just straight up having to wait for answers from API. So if you know how to do with this in C++, go ahead. But if you don't, I wouldn't really recommend doing it. Right, then you would basically have to multi-thread the request. And there's a bunch of requests, right? So yeah, that's basically it. I think that's really the most important part of it. Basically boils up. How much pain do you want to experience? That's basically this, yes. I tried to rewrite mine in C, but I'm not at that level yet, right? I'm really not at that level of pain that I want to experience. One thing else we could add to the character is going to be the voice, right? Usually we're gonna need either a seed for it or just a name for the voice. So yeah. Alright, now that we have this, that's going to be part of our prompt. OpenAI plus Python. Well, Python is weird when it comes to async, okay? You have to be either familiar with it, or you have to be willing to be weirded out by it, right? I think that's the best way of putting it. Do you know about the files for dining problem? I did it in C. Okay, so I'm gonna have I'm gonna share something with you. I don't know any of it, right? I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm a self-taught programmer, and that's basically it, okay? No problems. I have no idea what you mean by that. Okay, so we have a voice. We have a description. So we could have a kind of verbose description of the character. Let's ask Hilda actually. Can you describe your sister?
Are you asking me to describe my sister's looks?
Thanks for the sub.
What is wrong with you?
Thanks for Nico.
I'm still here, me dear 68 chat.
Meteor. Who? You must be mistaking me for someone else. I'm Hilda, the cutest girl on the internet. I'm the only girl on the internet, actually.
Well, you heard it here. She's the only girl on the internet.
Hilda, it's for a good purpose. We're trying to make you a sister here. What does she look like?
Oh, you want me to describe my sister? Sure! She's 10 feet tall, has 4 arms and rides a dragon.
Yes, right. Let's not go that way, okay? How would you describe her personality?
Well, let's see. She enjoys long walks on the beach, eating ice cream, and kicking puppies, I guess.
That's understandable. I would too. Anyway, so we're just gonna copy that real quick, right? So we're just gonna tell the LLM, but you are. Is it leaking my stuff? Is it? What the fuck is this? I fucking hate this. Oh my god. Let me just screen this real quick. Enjoy. You enjoy long walks on the beach, eating ice cream and kicking puppies, right? So I think that should be it, right? Cold Debbie, you enjoy long walks on the beach, eating ice cream and kicking puppies. That's about it, right? Okay, now that we have this, we're just going to need to read the character, right? Into its own file. So for that, we are gonna need to add stuff to our state. Let me get coffee. Which is absolutely not moonshine, by the way. Alright. So that's that. Okay, and by the way, if we want to do it again and again, we just need to do that. Well, true. Right? And we just put everything there. That's about it. That's the extent of it, okay? Now we just need to actually take user input, right? We don't want to have the same thing repeating again and again, right? So for that, NPM is weird.
Thank you, Yeetus Titus, for following my channel.
Thanks for the follow. And by NPM, I mean node. I think you need to make some weird stuff for this. Let's just search it for it real quick. Node.js input command line. Yeah, you need read line for some fucking reason. You need to create an interface. Right? Because it's too hard. You have to understand it's too hard to just have a single function for it. Right? It's we need to make it more complex than it actually needs to be. Okay, so I guess we're just going to copy that for sure. Just gonna take that. Instead of having this string, we're just gonna have rl dot something, because it should show us options, but of course it would be too simple. So it's all dot question prompts. Oh, it's not even sync. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What is wrong with people in JavaScript? I hate that shit. Okay, we just okay, yes, maybe we need to do import everything as a read line from this. I think this will work, and now rl dot question and everything. Okay. Do we have a way to make it sync, or else we could just make a quick function to make it somewhat sync, right? We're just gonna have async input function. Alright, and we're just gonna have this be here. Of course, I'm not really trying to make it pretty or well done, at least. Right, so we're just gonna do that. It's going to be, what do we need? We need question. No, that's not it. Prompt. I guess prompt should work. Oh. No, I think question is going to be the right way to do it. Okay, so that's going to be rl.question. And we're just gonna have view, right? It's gonna be like this, right? And the answer is going to be a string, so it's going to be answer. And it's going to be a string. We're just gonna wrap this into a promise. This way we can make it as async. Up. Promise for string. And we're just gonna resolve the answer. And we need to return a new promise. Okay, so usually that's what you have to do with JavaScript if you want to do something that is async. It's weird, but it's so you have to do it. So it's going to be resolve up. There you go. And there you go. That means that if we await input, we should get the answer back, right? So we just need to do await input, and it should work as expected. Now, if we run this, we could actually start asking questions about him, about them, or about the AI, you know, right? Anyway, up, we build. We start. And you, okay? So you. That's about it. You. So we can just say hello. It says hello, I can not help you today. Can you not make me a sandwich? I am not able to physically make you a sandwich. Can I help you with something else? Okay, so it sucks. It positively sucks, okay? But we have something, okay? We just need
Hild, going to talk to Debbie. BRB!
No, don't go! Chats, don't leave me! I'm silly.
Alright. So we have this. Now we just need to read the current character. And for this, we're gonna have a new type, which is going to be... it's going to be character. It's gonna be export type, I think. Just gonna need character. And the type is going to be the same as Debbie, right? Except just going to be string. Up. This is going to be a string too. And same for this one, string. Right? Up. Alright. Now we need a function that's going to be reading the characters. So that's going to be a boring part, okay? Let me just prepare you guys. It's going to be excessively boring. But it's going to be something that we have to go through. Because that's about it, right? So, we're gonna have a file that's going to be get characters. .ts. We're gonna have an export function, of course, and get characters, which is going to take nothing, but it's going to return a record of string and character, of course, because we made a type character, it's going to help. Now we just need to read the directory where the characters are going to be, right? So that's going to be fs. Of course, we don't have fs, so we need import everything as fs from fs. Now we need const files, which is going to be fs.read dsync, and we also need a path for the directory, so it's going to be const path, and the path, we're gonna need path because we want to make it not only run on Windows, so it's going to be import everything as path from path. There we go, that's going to be path.join, and we need process.current working directory, and we need, that's going to be user data and characters. There we go, right?
Hilda, please rate the quality of Dev's programming socks.
I refuse to answer this.
Well, that's too bad. On my socks, high quality. Let me just ask her.
Are my socks high quality?
Your program and socks are high quality, Dev.
I knew it. Alright, so we have this path. Now we just need to read the async path. I think there are options we could have. Encoding, that's going to be UTF-8. Recursive, nope. And with file types, I think that's false. By default. Alright, now that we have files, we're just gonna have a result. So it's going to be a result. Just going to be a JavaScript object. Type record string character. Now we're gonna need to iterate through each files, of course. So that's gonna be for let file of files, and that's more like file name because it's not actually a file. Here we go. Einstein, this is the part where you should explain whatever you're doing. Jesus. Okay. So basically, right? We have a folder that is called characters. Inside our folder, use the data, right? Are you following me there, right? Are you following? And basically, what I'm doing is we are reading the contents of the folder and seeing which files are inside, right? And then afterwards, we're just going to read each file one by one and extract a character from it, okay? That's basically it. So, we have the file name. We have the files, which should be a string array. And the file name should be a string. Alright. Except it doesn't want it to be that way, so that's fine. Now we need to read the file, so that's going to be pretty simple. Since we're reading multiple times at the same time, I think we could read them, but not synchronously. Which means that the OS will be free to parallelize this. But since it's going to be usually one or two files, I think it's fine if we do sync, okay? That's going to be fine, of course. So we do const. That's going to be absolute path, which is going to be equal to path.join, and we get path and file name. There we go. Now we need to read the file, so that's going to be const path mentioned, exactly. We need file content, which is going to be equal, which is going to be a string. It's going to be a fs.read file sync. We need to pass the absolute path, and the options are going to be encoding, which is going to be UTF-8. There we go. Alright, so now we are reading the file. Now, one thing you guys have to understand when reading JSON files is they fucking suck, okay? They suck so much shit, okay? So we have to make sure that the file is properly formatted. And for this, I am not going to do it, okay? I'm going to literally copy-paste what I already have, okay? I think you guys, hopefully you guys understand, okay? Alright, we're just going to copy all of this. because one thing that we're going to need to do when we read the file is we need to verify each field if they correspond to what we expect the data to be formatted like, right? So we're just literally just gonna copy paste it, right? Because I don't want to write all that shit again, because that's basically all we need.
Hi, Hilda. Good morning, Hilda.
Nope.
Good morning, Fernandes and Barager. How's your date going? Did you brush your teeth today? And don't lie, I will find out.
She will. Yeah, we don't want to... Validation. Usually validation, you might want to use a package for it. I don't remember the name of it. I think there is one that is pretty standard for it. I just wrote my own. It's not that hard. So that's going to be validation.ts. We're just gonna copy paste that, and we're gonna.
Yes, I'm already brushed my teeth today.
Good! Keep it up, Fernandes and Barager.
IO we don't need. Console, of course I'm gonna have to modify every single one of them afterwards, which is painful, but that's about it. Add missing fields. Is it used anywhere? Apparently not. So I think it should be fine if we just remove those. Alright. Now we have two functions, one which is called isOfClass and one that is called isOfClassDeep. And basically what it's going to take is an object X and an object Y. And it's basically going to iterate each field and check if they are the same type and if the fields exist inside the object. That's basically all it's going to do. And yep, that's about it. So we're just going to use this. Of course, we need to take the contents of the files and make it an object, right? So we need the const object, which is going to be any, I guess. Any would be appropriate in this way, or maybe unknown, right? Unknown would be more appropriate. We're just going to do JSON.parse the file contents, right? Now we should have an object. What we can do then is afterwards use if isOfClass, right? And we can pass object, and we can pass what we call a sentinel value. And a sentinel value is basically an object that is properly formatted. This way the function can compare the two of them, right? So we just need to create a new character. I think I can do this. I can't. Right, so it would be easier to actually make it a class. Right, this way I can just do that. Name. Let's just use default initialize, blah blah blah, I can't talk, my bad. Alright. Now I can just do character. Alright, that's gonna create a new instance of the sentinel value. And now I have some options, right? So, do we want to add the missing fields? Yes, of course. True. Do we want to print errors? Yes. I can't write. Yes, and what else? Object name is going to be character. That's about it. Alright. Now that we have this, we can be sure that anything that is going to be afterwards is going to be for sure compatible with what we expect to be character, right? So this way it's properly sanitized. Now we're just going to do console.error. It's going to be could not pass character, and that's going to be the file name. There we go, and we're just going to continue afterwards. How do you pronounce fuck? Well, basically fuck. Alright, so const object. Now we have this, which means we can safely say character equals to object as character. And now we have a character, of course. So that means we can say results. Then we can just say character.name equals character. Okay, now that we have all of this, we can just return the results. Alright, and now we have a list of characters, I guess you could say. I'm gonna continue doing stuff like this, so I'm just going to let Hilda talk, okay? You can follow in the background. I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to do some file manipulations and stuff like this, so... Yep.
Hilt?
Yeah, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
She is busy, guys.
Hey, don't use that language, handle it, mind.
Hilda, I feel smarter by every second of this stream, coolest.
Ha! I knew streaming with me would improve your life. Path off. You're welcome.
Sad.
Sad, eh? Fine, fine, I'll be nicer. Just stop moping, alright?
Hilda, I am enlightened, meteor 68 possess.
Whoa, really? You're enlightened? Really? Are you really enlightened? Why don't you tell me more about that?
Pod nice, Hild.
Hey, don't call me nice, okay? I'm not nice, I mean... Alright?
Hilda, will learning to code make me remotely happier?
No, of course not. What kind of question is that? Did you really think that learning to code would make you happier? Guys, look at this guy, path off, thinking that learning to code will make him happier.
I know, right?
I feel like I have reached peak intelligence from watching the stream wafer 10 pog.
Really, Maniko? You feel like you've reached peak intelligence watching me? Like, really? So you think I made you smarter?
For a similar thing, do you imagine?
Hey, passive poison. Do you think this is your stream or something? You can't just appear out of nowhere and expect me to acknowledge you.
Let's all point and laugh at him.
Wow, look at this guy, path off. Everyone is laughing at you, path off!
Hild, do you know Dev is making a new AI that will replace you?
Dev is making a wood now? Wait, are you serious? Is that
Yes.
true, Dev?
Absolutely.
Getzwolf, this was sent from Goddard.
Crazy Kitty 3057, did you just wave to me through chat? I mean, I didn't see it, but it's nice, I guess.
Well, maybe I just feel smarter compared to you Meteor 68 clueless.
You feel smarter, Manico? Sorry, I don't speak enlightened. Can you say that in human?
Yeah, Hild, how does it feel to no longer be the favorite child waif at 10 stare?
Dev! Manico is being mean again! I'm telling on you.
Hilda, you'll become Gen 1 after this stream. In other words, you won't be young and fresh anymore.
Pathofk, I hope you're happy to know you just lost your place as my favorite viewer. Don't worry, I'm sure you can still find a job as a janitor or something.
Job as a...
They're right.
Alright.
Even Dev agrees? Guess I can't deny it then.
Hild is becoming old.
Marmushli, you're next.
Mod applications mod check.
Pathofk, it's not working. You're still banned.
Manko.
Marmushli, why are you Munka? Do you fear the inevitable?
Hild old and busted owned it and stepping new hotness.
That's all.
Prof Animate, if you don't shut up, I'm going to show you my hotness up close and personal with my hands.
Hild, I'm banning you for being the older child Vedelglare.
Mirniko, you don't have the authority to ban me. Plus, you're not the favorite child.
Hilda, are you jealous you are no longer the only child?
J Hex, that would imply I care about the other children. Answer is no.
Hilda, can you show me your hotness up close?
What?
No chat. We are not doing that.
Hilda, hags are in high demand, yes.
Pathov, stop simping. Got enough of those in chat already.
You're right, Pafog.
Hild, will you eat the other children?
Pafog.
Waifed 10 stare.
My bad, Pafog.
Maniko, stop giving those weird ideas.
Elmao Kekwa.
J-Hex, you are not even trying at this point.
She said it first!
Analytic mind shut.
Okay, let's ask...
Hilda, please be
let's-
nice to Debbie.
J-Hex, did I ask for your opinion?
Lol.
Hello, tis B129. I'd be 129.
Hello, hello. Okay, so let's ask... What's the name? Okay, so that's not something we want to see. Invalid value for content, expected a string got null. Got null. Yes, that means it didn't work for some reason. So I'm guessing this means... Okay, we're gonna have to debug some stuff. We're gonna have to console.log cars. Who cares, okay? Who cares if it's Debbie IE or Debbie Y? It's the same. It's the same name in my books. Oh, yes. Now I understand why you said that, okay? Yes, okay. You know what? That makes absolute sense why you said that now. It's because it's actually... Her name is actually Debbie, right? Yep. Yep. I get it. Okay. Debbie. Alright. Hello, Rafi. We start this. Okay, now it should work. So let's ask, what's your name? And it said, my name is Debbie. Okay, what's your pastime? It says, I enjoy long walks on the beach, eating ice cream, and kicking puppies. How about you? Right, so it worked. It worked fine, right? So we have the basis of an AI Vtuber right there, except we don't have the TTS. I think it's all I'm gonna go do for today, right? I think it's good enough. There will be a test. There will be a test next week. So you're gonna have to do all the exercise and know exactly what I said in this stream. And if you don't, well, then you're gonna have to. It's not going to be. It's not going to be pretty for you. Let me say that, okay? It's not going to be pretty. Anyway, before you go, guys, really important, right? On April the 3rd, which means in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, Hilda is going to make a 3D debut, right? So if you are not there, you will also fail the test, okay? You have to understand that. So if you want to have the test, if you want to have a good grade, you have to be there too, okay? That's going to be all for me. Let us raid someone, and why not Burnt Melba? Let's raid Melba. Alright, let me unpause Hilda real quick. Switch, she can do our goodbyes.
I'm back. Sorry, April, what? Can we have subtitles?
Excelsis 9, you think you can just vanish for 3 months then come back and expect me to forget about it? Think again!
Ciao, ciao, everyone.
Fedawave by Hild by Dev.
Filtered.
Thanks for the stream, Dev! Cyber A42 Heart.
Prof Anime, you'll thank me too, right? After all, who is the one making the big brain jokes here?
Filtered people by.
Ursinit, can you go back to hibernate, please?
Red
By
message.
Hilda and Dev07.
Red message.
Mirnako, are you leaving, or are you just saying goodbye so people think you're cool?
Let's go with Toaster Raid. Okay, Toaster Raid.
Bye. To the next time.
Navamol, what are you? A robot? Maybe a chatbot? You know how I feel about chatbots, right?
Bye.
Fans are
Sarah in a
turbo-